Death sucks. There's no soft way to put it. Finding out that someone you love more than anything in the world is just gone, it messes you up. It's like your body forgets how to work. You don't want to eat, you don't want to feel, you don't even want to breathe. That's how it was for me when I lost my papa. I was 6, a child, in need of her dad, but too little to even know what that loss meant at the time. And still, when they said the words, "Your dad is dead," I understood. I felt it, like something cracked open. Even at 6, I remember it all. Where I was, my mom's face, the way my brother and I cried, and how she tried so hard to hold it in, for us, for her babies. She was in pain too, I could see it, but she tucked it away, like mamas do, until it broke through, and she just wept, held us tight, cried out my father's name like maybe he'd come back. He didn't. He was 47, asthma attack, gone, just like that. No warning, no goodbye. I still remember the way he looked lying there, black suit, still. There was this smell in the room, a floral scent. It stuck with me. I hated it. And when I smelled it again years later, it took me right back, almost like my body remembered before my brain did. And after that, I never smelled it again, like God was protecting me from reliving that moment over and over. Life moved on. I had an incredible mom. 5 loving, annoying siblings. School, church, music, performing, writing. And I was good at it. That helped. I didn't think about the grief much anymore until I got older. And suddenly, it hit me out of nowhere. The absence. The void. Like all the feelings I didn't process when I was 6 came back knocking, like, "Hey, remember me?" I started imagining him walking through the door, me running into his arms, him picking me up like I weighed nothing. He was tall. I used to feel like I was flying, but I wasn't, because he wasn't there. He isn't there. And all I have now are stories. Stories from my siblings, from my mom, from other people who knew him better. I didn't get to make many memories. I was the youngest, so I lived in the ones they shared, tried to piece together my dad from their words. And I buried myself in what I knew how to do, write, sing, perform. But no amount of success or busyness could fill that hole. Nothing could. Some nights, I'd cry myself to sleep, especially around Easter, because he passed on Easter. And every year, it felt like losing him again. But what I didn't know was that God was doing something behind the scenes, quietly. He was taking my tears, my silence, my aching, and stitching it into a testimony. He was building a community for me, a support system I didn't even know I needed. But here's the thing. None of that mattered until I was willing to stop hiding my grief, willing to surrender it. And when I finally did, when I let go, my Father, not my earthly one, but my Maker, He came for me, held me, lifted me, and in a way that I can't fully explain, that void, it got filled. With love, with presence, with Him. So if you're carrying a loss like that, if it still makes your heart ache years later, I see you. I feel you. And I just want to say, it's okay to grieve. And it's okay to heal. Even at the same time, you're not alone. You are held, and you are deeply loved.